Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Starting Strong. Today I want to talk to you about the progression of Christ. Billy Graham said this: I am only one link in a chain of men and women in whom God has raised up throughout the centuries to build His church and take the gospel to the nations. Just one link. You know, a few years ago, I was walking through the Billy Graham Library and I came across this picture and it struck me in my spirit. And it said the progression of Christ, and it showed the story or the testimonies on how the gospel reached the man Billy Graham. And the story is told that there was a man by the name of Edward Kimball, and he was a Sunday school teacher. He worked as a shoe store clerk. And one Saturday morning, he was working, and there was a young man by the name of D.L. Moody that came in to buy a pair of shoes. And Edward witnessed to this young man and led him to the Lord. And you and I both know that D.L. Moody became a great American evangelist, and he founded D.L. Moody Bible Institute that is still impacting people's lives in Chicago today. And D.L. Moody was preaching a gospel campaign one day, and there was a man by the name of F.B. Meyer whose soul was convicted, and he gave his life to the Lord. And F.B. Meyer became one of the great Bible expositors. And he came to the USA and preached on college campuses. And there was a convert in one of his meetings, and his name was Wilbur Chapman. Chapman attended one of D.L. Moody's crusades and later came on staff for D.L. Moody. And it's just amazing the tapestry, how God weaves people's lives together throughout the centuries. And Chapman witnessed to a man by the name of Billy Sunday. Billy played professional baseball, and on his day off, he went to one of Chapman's meetings and ultimately gave his life to the Lord. And Billy forsook everything to follow the call that God had placed upon his life. And he indeed became a great evangelist himself. And he is the one that came to Charlotte, North Carolina in 1934 to host a series of tent meetings in that great city. And you and I know that Billy was a somewhat rebellious high school student, and he stumbled upon this crusade not to give his life to the Lord, but to kind of kick up some dust and to cause some trouble with his friends. But as he heard the gospel message that day, Billy gave his life to the Lord. And you can read his testimony about this day in chapter 2 of Just As I Am. But why am I telling you this today? I'm telling you this to know that your life is significant. You know, you can count the apples on a tree, but you can't count the apples in a seed. So is the influence or significance of every person's life. There's a string of events that was led to Billy Graham's salvation. And I wonder who God is going to use in your life, and I wonder whose life is going to be impacted by the way that you live yours. It's true. Luke chapter 19 verse 10 says that the Son of Man came to seek and to save that which was lost. That was Jesus' mission statement, and this mission is yours. So I pray that God would use you mightily and greatly, just like He used Billy Graham. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.